So a little bit about Selka. So, well, firstly here we have a Tuukka. Tuukka is our head of design. We are introducing several Tuukka's designs here. Formerly, Selka has been doing pretty much only contract furnishing products. Now, since the pandemic started, we created actually very successful home office furnishing selection with Ari Kanerva, mahtuva and sopiva tables. And from there we have moved to kind of new type of furnishing in Selka's business. So what is the new design idea what we are doing?
For all the time Selka has done these height adjustment tables, there has been a long time demand for lighter and sort of more simple looking solutions, because height adjustment systems usually have latches and so levers that need to be moved, and so we found this solution that we can use this mechanic that doesn't have any latches, and it's simply a gas spring which compresses itself and sort of ends to the, I can show it like this, where you leave it. So this holds weight to a certain amount, meaning if you like work on a laptop like Juha is doing there,
like here,
with the product called Mio, and this one is called PICO. You can set the height that you want and you need, and then it holds there, and it supports quite a lot of weight also without it moving.
So no cables, no handles, no
cable
levers.
handles, no nothing.
Yeah.
So
simple
it's very
beautiful.
simple. It looks like a fixed table, and of course, obviously we did a fixed version of PICO. So that's something. We use aluminum tabletops on these. Because that's sort of our basic foundation is working with metal, and aluminum, as you know, is metal, and so we can paint these on our own product line to the specific color that the customer needs.
So not only black and white?
No, we can go
also
all the
gray?
way to RAL colors through, and even beyond that if necessary.
So actually in Selka factory we have about, I would say, 185 colors in the stock all the time, something like that.
Yeah, something like that, and it's very useful when you're doing like branding for your space. Like you have a company brand color, and you need that to show. And for a long time, upholstery in furniture was the where you can implement it. But now you can implement whole tables, small tables as a whole piece to your brand colors. So it's very good.
And then next to you have a slightly different looking table.
Yeah, this is.
What's the idea there?
Yeah, this is something we all. I think every designer has a sort of love and hate with cables. We usually hate because they sew, and I sort of went into deep into the problem. What's the trouble with putting objects which have cables on tabletops, and the problem is that it's easy to kind of slide in just the cable, but the plug in end of the cable that is usually fixed, for example, for electricity or USB, doesn't necessarily go very easy through the hole. So we came up with the system that you can actually just slide the cable in, and it holds inside the leg, and when you obviously turn it around, it can be seen. So this way we can put like a table lamp on here. We can put like anything that has a cable around less than 6 millimeters. It's possible to do it. So there's not quite something.
Yeah, and this works both home and public space, hotel lobby, and so on.
It's really good. I have one at home myself.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I've seen pictures taken in your home where in the corridor you have a nice lamp on it.
Yeah.
Actually, I have similar as well as a night desk, where I have exactly this kind of a Qi charger for my phone. So no cables when charging a phone, just put the phone there and charge it.
And also this solution doesn't have any visible screws, which I'm, as a designer, very proud of.
Same also, I understood that here in this PICO table as well, you did like a great design.
Well, we for the fixed one and for the height adjustment versions, we needed to like minimize the amount of components. That's something it's very, when you're doing like a product development, it's important that you don't have too much components. So I matched the components so we can do more combinations with the same component.
But how then there is a metal and metal? How this is actually fixed?
Well, that's quite a tricky bit. Actually, the upper part, the lower part here is glued on to the metal here, and then when it's painted, the glue is vulcanized, so it's impossible to remove. It's almost as hard as welded together. It's really impressive. Yeah.
Okay. Well, what else do we have here? So,
well, this is SIRO. SIRO is originally a project table for this designed by Ari Kanerva. We sort of pushed it forward when we had this hotel client in Espoo, and it's a similar system. We have a aluminum tabletop. We can do those up to like 70 centimeters diameter. Because when aluminum is cut with laser, it heats up and it sort of bends. And for our tables, we need to be like exactly straight. So that's a quality thing. We don't like to push it too big, so we can be sure that it's straight. And the same thing here. We can paint it to whatever color is needed, or the customer needs. So, and the height and the size of the bottom ring there are also adjustable. We can sort of custom made those for the customer.
And this one here,
this is SULAVA, designed by Jonas Hakaniemi. It's sort of an extension to the product lines that has kept pretty much going the last 2 years. And with the twist that it can be used in a public spaces like a speaker stand or something like that, you know, to give an
like a school teacher's desk, for example.
Yeah, and it can be sort of modified, changing these colors of these plates, so we can sort of make it adjust to the brand of the customer also.
Yeah. And then here is Juki Ape's HIILI table, HIILI coal in Finnish. So actually all the most of the brand names are in Finnish, but I hope you find a Google translator to see what they mean. So this is a HIILI table. It also has a steel base from a very, very thick steel to give the stability. And similarly, typically offered with the aluminum tabletop to have a full single color for the product, but you can also of course change the tabletop to solid wood, for example. This can be also height adjustable with wheels or like this. So beautiful design which gives also a possibility for the floor to show, to be seen. So a traditional big plate covers the floor quite strongly. So this is good in that sense as well. But yeah, thank you, Tuukka. There are more and more products coming, most likely in furniture and lighting exhibition in Stockholm in September. We will be showing some lamp table.
Yeah, very interesting stuff coming.
Designed by Tuukka as well. Light up. Waiting that to see.
Yeah, it's going to be.
And most likely some other products.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.